Hi, Blossoming Beauties. I wanted to hop on quick to talk a little bit about tax time. So, whether you're a seasoned consultant and kind of already have the rundown and you do your taxes the way you do them, or if you're a brand new consultant and you're not really sure where to start, I'm just going to give you some tips and tricks so that you can make sure you get the best benefits out of having small business when it's tax time. So, I'm actually just going to read a few little things and I'm going to show you what I personally use to keep track of mine. Okay, so some quick tips first would be to keep all of your receipts. Literally anything you do during the year that's related to Pure Romance whatsoever, keep your receipts. And I like to organize mine through month. So in all of January, I'll keep all the receipts, and then February, March, April, things like that. And then within that month, I categorize them. So food, events, advertising or marketing, things like that. And you'll see that gifts. So what I mean is when you're talking about if you go out to eat with sister consultants, that's a tax write-off. If you are going to go buy printer ink or a printer or an iPad for Pure Sale, or pens for office supplies or highlighters, like whiteboards, anything that you're doing for your business is a tax write-off. My desk that I did is a tax write-off. My whole entire office is a tax write-off. Everything I've bought for it, literally anything that you do, okay? The only receipt you're not going to keep is gas because you're going to write off your miles that you drive. All right, so keep every single receipt that you spend with your Pure Romance money, okay? Or that you spend on Pure Romance. If you are giving someone a gift, okay? If it's like another sister consultant they're getting a gift for, keep that receipt, right? Even if it's not a Pure Romance thing, like when I give my yearly incentives, I keep that receipt and I make sure that I write that off. When I do my business cards, that's a tax write-off. Your name tag, literally any little thing that you can think of is going to be a benefit for you and a deduction at the end of the year. Okay, if you have any more questions about specific ones, let me know, but you're going to kind of see it when I give you my spreadsheet of what I do. And then when I said don't keep your gas receipts, you're going to record your mileage. After each party, you're going to write down the miles that you drove, total to and from that party from your house, okay? Now, not only do you get to do parties for mileage, but you're also going to be able to do, if you run to Target and get office supplies or a gift for someone, if you are going out to eat with another consultant or it's a training day, whatever miles that you drive for your business, write it down. I literally just keep a little notebook. It's a notebook like that big in my car, and it's super simple because then I just am going to write that down, and then at the end of the year, I add it all up. Okay, so super, super simple. And keep all of your order forms. If you're not using Pure Sale, just keep your order forms, and then you're going to be able to add up some stuff at the end of the year. If you're using Pure Sale, now it's going to be a lot easier for you to add things up, and that's a separate thing that I can show you how to do that. But just make sure you're entering your parties into Pure Sale, you're putting your outside orders into Pure Sale, and things like that as well. I always talk to new consultants about having a separate checking account. And the reason is this just going to make it a lot easier to track your expenses and income throughout the year. So if you have a Pure Romance checking account at your same bank that you bank at, and you're only using that to have your expenses for your Pure Romance business and things like that, it's going to be super easy to track because you're just going to go into that account and you're going to see that all coming out or coming in, right? If you have a Square app, you're going to see that income coming in, but you're going to get a separate item from Square. They send you something else with all your income on that too. So separate checking account. And this next one, my personal tax person doesn't keep track of this, but some people do. So keep track of all hostess credits and discounts given at parties. Personally, mine does not have me keep track of that. He has me do something different, but it's not a bad idea to just keep track of it after every party if you want. So first of all, you know how much you're giving away, so you know that how much profit you're making, and then you're not giving too much away too. And then starting a ledger, and I'll show you what I mean by this. Essentially, I use Google Drive, and I start a Sheets. And so it's like an Excel spreadsheet kind of thing, but it's just called Sheets in Google Drive. And this is where I simply just add all of my receipts and things like that, and it's in categories. So business supplies, office supplies, meals and entertainment, postage, mileage, Things like that. Oh yes, postage is a huge one. Keep track of your postage. Every single thing that you ship, all the bubble mailers, everything, that's all tax write off too, okay? Your Pure Romance gear, anything they're buying for your business. So some examples for other categories would be advertising. That's Pure Romance shirts or bags or car vinyls. Business supplies is meeting supplies, prize given away other than Pure Romance product. Credit card processing fees, and you can look at that on PayPal or Square at the end of the year too. Equipment would be like a desk or a laptop. It might be an iPad for Pure Sale. There might be finance charges. So if you have a credit card exclusively used for Pure Romance, you can write off that yearly credit card fee. Gifts, whether it's team gifts, flowers, things like that, okay? Insurance, business coverage only if you have business insurance. Meals and entertainment, if you go to coffee dates with your leads, if you are at lunch dates with your leads or other sister consultants, girls' nights out, including tip, things like that. Only 50% of it's technically a tax write-off. However, it's better than nothing, right? So if you're going out to have dinner or coffee anyways, then it's, you get to have that deduction at the end of the year. Office supplies would be like pens, folders, envelopes, ink, things like that. Postage and shipping, that's stamps.com if you're using that. Any bubble mailers, anything like that. Tissue paper, tape, and then subscriptions if you have something even like Cosmo. If you get it for the sexual health info, hello, use that on your taxes, right? But other subscriptions would be if you use Post My Party or SyncShare. If you don't know what some of these are, ask me and I'll let you know. Post My Party or SyncShare. There is stamps.com, things like that. Travel's another category. So any training, any conventions, the hotels, the flights, all of that stuff is that deduction at the end of the year. So make sure you're keeping track of that. And utilities. This is a big one that a lot of people don't know about. If you are using your cell phone, which most of us are for your business, you can actually write a percentage of that off. So you're going to have to know monthly how much you're paying your portion of the cell phone bill. And then you can actually tell your tax preparer how much percentage of your phone you use for your business. I personally use 95% of my phone for my business, and same with my internet. Okay, so those are just some examples. I'm going to quickly just show you what I do personally for my kind of spreadsheet. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen with you really quick, and then you ladies are going to be able to see what I'm talking about. So this is going to be my ledger. This is 2018 expensive. So I've already done January, February, and March. Business supplies, and then I have it totaled up here. Office supplies, party supplies, sorry, I went fast. Shipping and costs, gifts, vendor events, travel, marketing, advertising, how much I pay my tax guy. Parking, transportation, sometimes you might have to park, right? And for a party, that's an absolute write-off. Mileage, sales tax for free product, event registration. What else? So yeah, some of these you might not do. Ooh, donations is a big one. Donations is a really big one too. So if you donate to the Patty Brisbane Foundation, every order, just make sure you're keeping track of that. If you print a ton of stuff and you go to Office Max, keep track of that. So essentially, I just kind of wanted to give you a little insight of this and what mine personally looks like. You'll notice I have a lot of expenses, but that's kind of what mine looks like. And let me know what other questions that you have, but just wanted to kind of give you an overall view of tax time. It can be super simple. Just keep up with it. All you have to do is keep all of your receipts. And if you order stuff online on Amazon, just print out a receipt and store it in that same month. Then you can go back and categorize them into food, entertainment, advertising, office supplies, business supplies, things like that, so that you can easily just add them up at the end of the month, okay? And then at the end of the year, when it comes tax time, it's super simple to just give your tax preparer a nice little spreadsheet that has all these totals, okay? They don't need to know all of your receipts. They just need to know the grand total of a lot of stuff. So I hope that was helpful. Let me know what questions you ladies have. And yeah, have fun preparing taxes. Whoop, whoop. All right, bye ladies.